listening to the Daily Motivation Podcast, a place to take your life to the next level. Your business, your fitness, your dreams. Let's go.
What up? It's your boy, Colvey, Inspiration Engineer. You already know what it is. I am so pumped you guys are here. Welcome back to another episode of the Brand Builder Playlist podcast, newsletter, community, where we talk all things personal branding, growth, development, and taking your life, elevating it to a whole nother level. I am pumped and jazzed and excited specifically because on the back end of things with the business and the brand for our brand builders is that we've been talking to sponsors. We've got some new and exciting updates as far as companies that want to be involved with our platform and ultimately want to give you guys tools and resources for you to be able to scale up. And so we'll be announcing that very shortly, in addition to making some developments and some improvements with the overall production of the show. We are already worldwide, which is so wild to me because when we launched the podcast, I don't know if you guys are aware, we put out 3 different podcasts, technically 4 if you want to count Instagram live show, called Success Leaves Clues, Daily Motivation, Daily Boost, and Legacy Driven. And none of those shows were about longevity. It was like a quick sprint, things that we wanted to do. If you've noticed with the Brand Builder playlist, there's 4 digits for each episode. So that tells you that we're expecting to be in the 4-figure mark at some point. And episode 1876 is going to be a big milestone for your boy Colvey. So what does that mean for you? We are in many different countries. I was looking at this the other day and I was just so thrilled because on the side, as far as what we've been able to do with the business, we haven't even really gone all in yet on promoting it and just getting everything set up. Because if you wait for everything to be perfect, you're never going to launch. You got to launch with what you got, develop it, grow it, build it, continue to build it. You know, it's like chipping away at a sculpture. All right. But I want to get right into the heart, into the meat, into the subject matter of what we're covering today, which the title of this episode is MonetizeU. All right. MonetizeU. If you have seen or heard or been on any of these other shows that I have been invited on as a guest, the one thing that you'll see as a common recurring theme is what I'm calling a personal brand portfolio. Okay. This is the celebrity influencers. It doesn't have to be a celebrity, but it's normally celebrity influencers that have extensions of their personal brand, right? So like you think about The Rock, just using him for an example, we know him as a wrestler, we knew him as an actor. He now has like Project Rock, which is like merchandise, which that's not that crazy, that's not that radical. But then he has a skincare line, and then he has a tequila, and he has these different things. And there's many people like him, from Ryan Reynolds to Jessica Alba, you know, chameleonaires in venture capital. Like I could go down the list, but I want to spare you the details. My point of this is I believe this is going to be the way of the future. I believe this is going to be how people are going to monetize a new asset, because with AI making content more diluted, it's easier now for people to make content. The thing that's going to stand out is people's real ability to be human, which what makes us human, our ability to be creative, our ability to be unique, our ability to be able to empathize and be what we know as human, right? Well, AI is not going to be able to duplicate that. So with that said, the unique talent, the authenticity is eventually going to start rising to the top because everything else is going to be so diluted. I used the example in one of the previous episodes where I was talking about, it was like social media, right? When social media became the thing, it was the new wave. Everybody wants to connect online. But now, today, now that social media has been around for quite some time, 2005, 2004, now people want to get back to where it started, which was in person, like masterminds, dinners, like connecting, collaborating, things of that nature. So I say all that saying, we're going to see the same thing. We're going to see this AI thing come in. It's going to come in waves. It's going to continue to progress. It's going to continue to develop. And then what we're going to see is people monetizing themselves, because that is going to be your UVP, what AI cannot duplicate. All right. So with MonetizeU, we have a whole program. And if you're listening to this episode, I'm going to have in the show notes a code for you guys where you can get this course absolutely free. And it walks you through the different progressions to being able to monetize you. If you have one of these, which pretty much everybody does, right? You are a one-person publishing company, right off rip, all right? And at the celebrity level, at the what we call our avatar 3, which is basically someone who is, seven-figure, eight-figure, nine-figure. They may not even be a celebrity, but they got the resources to really scale a project. These people have 30 to 60, maybe 70 people on their team that are a part of their broadcasting company, which is them, right? And so when people connect with you, going back to The Rock, when we look at what he's created, people fell in love with him. And it usually, or I shouldn't say usually, it started with, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? And in the eyebrow to then him being a movie star, right? And now he's everywhere and people just want to connect with him. So being that there's a familiarity with him, people will be more inclined to try these new products because his face is attached to it, right? His identity is attached to it. And whatever we want to say his core values are, or the pillars of his platform are, people want to connect with that. And this is no different for you, right? Whatever your core values, what you stand for, what you bring into the market is automatically your UVP, because they say you're born out of 1/10 million sperm. That's what they say. 1 out of 10 million. Don't know who's counting, but I'm just saying, if that's true, that's already your UVP. And with what I was just saying about AI, it's going to radically make it that much easier to stand out, because if you're not using a clone and if you're not letting the robots do everything for you, and you stay true to what we have been throughout time, and let your art and your creative expression, your words, your voice, your energy, your vibe, your laughter, your humor, all the things that make you you, and you let that be the expression and the cream that comes to the top that people can get a boost of, right? Now, that is going to be the thing that people want to connect to. Okay. And if you got quality products and services that give people results and solve problems and pains, easy money. If you're an entertainer, you create what I call a once in a lifetime experience that people can't get anywhere else. When I create a song, AI can't make that song. Yeah, it can make something maybe similar, but it didn't make that, right? That particular record. Motivation music, that concept, that IP, that intellectual property, that is ours. We own it, we stand by it, we stamp it. Okay. So I'm saying all that to say, I want you to be thinking about how you are going to monetize you. What are the things that you're really passionate about, and ways that you can build products and services as an ecosystem around your brand in a way that you can serve humanity? I personally believe where purpose and profit intersect, that is the place, that is the sweet spot, that is the home. And for those of you that know my story, I never knew I was going to be a speaker. I never planned to be an author. I never planned to be a coach. Like, none of these things was planned. For me, it was all about being a musician. And it just so happened that the journey evolved into this, and I evolved with it, right? And there's still more things to come. There's still more things to unfold. There's still so much to give you when it comes to value and really taking your whole identity to a whole nother level. Make sure you guys use that code. This course is $197. All right, that's $197. I want to love on you today. It's going to be a limited time, so do not sit on that, right? Make sure that you take advantage of that course, because it's going to then go up to $397. And then once we've had about 500 students, it's going to be like $597. So as of today, it's $197 that I'm giving you straight up for free, because I want you guys to go through this program, and I want you to get all the nuggets, all the juice, all the nectar from the things that we're teaching you when it comes to building your portfolio and starting to ideate the ways that you're going to procreate something new that the world has never seen. It's your boy Kave. I love you. I appreciate you. And until the next time, you already know what it is. Booze!